Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of NHL 22 franchise mode, the Houston Spirit. Let's see if we can go anywhere in our first season, or if we completely bottom out. We will find out. So real quick, some acquisitions that were made. So I picked up Andreoff just in a trade. I moved Erickson down. But I also picked up a few other people along the way. Some players that we had tried to acquire, and we managed to get them. I made a couple little moves along the way, including getting Nick Bjugstad in a trade that was offered to me. So that helped. There was... James Neal, he was a free agent. Erickson, I picked him up in a trade simply for his contract, just so that I can make it to the basement of the salary cap. But we don't really need him. But forget who else. I picked up Kyle Ekpozo as well. That's right. So I picked up a few players, and it was basically just to get to as close to the cap floor as possible. Now, I think I may still be under budget, or did I finally get over? Okay, so I'm good. And as you can see, I have 49 out of 50 contracts, but that's only because I've got a ton of players from that expansion draft, and I'm not going to keep them. Odds are I'm probably going to trade off a bunch of dead weight. Anyone who I think has some kind of value, I'm going to trade away. Anyone else is I'm just gonna say goodbye. But odds are I'm not really gonna get much other than probably a bunch of 7th round picks, maybe some 6th round picks for some of these dudes. But we'll see. But right now, the important thing is we are getting into the season. So let's get through the preseason first. Oh, yeah. Owner mode is on, by the way. I was trying to figure out how to get it to the point where I don't have to worry about not having enough funding for my coaches. Yes, Albert, I am doing this shit again. I always do at least 2 of these. But unfortunately, it meant like I had to keep the owner goals moving, because I was noticing that my coaching budget sucked, and when I was trying to pick up another coach, I did not have the budget, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to do anything until the season was about to start. So none of the off season allowed me to play with my actual budget to get a coach that was better than what I ended up picking up, but whatever. So, all right. Oh, here's the budget for the upcoming year. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, I'm not going to do the promotion nights. And here we go again with this. Always in preseason, everyone starts getting hurt, and they're not really hurt. They're getting bumped around in the preseason. I will be salary cap compliant. It's not an issue. Albert says, I'm sure all the people who watch your videos hate me. I always keep you talking instead of playing. I doubt it. All right, so real quick, something that I almost forgot. Marketing. Okay, so what I usually do is I usually bump the season ticket up a little bit more. Bye, bitch. But yeah, I always just have the. I mean, it's a negligible difference, but Albert says this shit boring AF. So we got 4-3-1 in the preseason. Oh no, we were 5-3-0. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Winnipeg. So we had a good preseason, but that doesn't mean we're gonna have a good season. Although with my luck, I'm hoping that we can kind of bottom out. But I also didn't want to start the franchise and just immediately be just completely awful, just for the sake of being awful. I already did all my scout assignments. It's already done. So again, if we're bad, I'm fine with that. Yeah, because there's some players in this draft that I would definitely like to get my hands on. I'm already gonna mark him. We have one elite high, that's Shane Wright, who I'm sure is gonna go first overall, and actually I'm just gonna leave him pinned. We already have Chase Hendry is coming up. And what don't we know about him yet? Personality? Alright, you know what? Let's yeah. Doesn't hurt to continuously make sure that we've got these guys getting scouted, even if we know most of everything we need to know about them. Okay, Paul Postma is hurt. Wow, I only had one extra defenseman. That is scary. Okay. All good. And now Nakladal is hurt. And we don't have any other defenders. So that's probably not going to be a good thing. So we're going to have a forward sitting back there. Things are about to get real ugly for Salt Lake City. 5-6-1. Everybody wants my second round pick. Do I have to edit my trade block again? No. Okay. Everybody keeps trying to get that pick out of me, and all right, so let's get you back in the game. Okay, we'll wait for Nakladal to get. Oh, there it is. And I'd say this a lot. I'm so glad that this PS5 is as fast as it is, so that we're not waiting forever to get through all of these menu screens. You know, I put the sliders for injury occurrences down real low. I didn't turn them off. I didn't turn injuries off, but I set them really low so that it wouldn't happen a lot. And I'm having more injuries in the first couple days of the season than I've had, and I don't know how long. Crap, I don't have any spare defensemen up here at all. Well, you're playing defense today, dude. I don't know how I don't have enough defensemen that only had. Well, I actually never mind. I take that back. I know. I only drafted, I think, 10 defensemen. Something like that. Clearly not enough. So we are already in a little bit of trouble. That just means that in the postseason, when it comes to who I'm going to sign and release, well, we don't need as many forwards as we have, and I'm just going to have to focus on making sure I got enough defensemen. All right, I don't have to worry about that. God's sakes, this guy cannot stay healthy. But at least we have one guy who can come in and take the spot. Dude with a very skinny neck. Ooh. Well. I already see someone I want to target. If I can get another first round pick, and if I can get 2 people out of this first round, early first round, that would be pretty ideal. Nakladal is healthy. Well, that was a mistake. Ah, crap. God damn it. I hate when they do this. This glitch annoys the living hell out of me. I can't get this guy off of here. So annoying. Wait, what was the problem? I have too many dressed skaters. How do I have too many dressed skaters? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know how that goof happened. I've never done that before. All right, let's see what happens now. So I see a lot of L's popping up, which is always a good sign. Uh, Mueller was not really hurt to begin with. Okay. Don't worry, guys. You can keep losing. That's perfectly fine. Man, this team is just loaded with people who cannot stay healthy. I guess I'm lucky so far, knock on wood, that it hasn't been a plague on my main roster. But again, that's a far cry from a guarantee. And I think that's the second time that Demers has been hurt. Okay, he's being scouted. Brendan Lambert or Brad Lambert. Klaus Otteson. All right, do we have any more gems that have popped up? No. Just the one. That's a big boy. So is that. And another injury. Of course, the one saving grace on that injury is that we have plenty of players that can step in terms of wings or at least in terms of forwards, because we have a million of them. Concerned about our lack of scoring. I don't see it as a top issue. I'm going to acquire some skill for our team within the next few weeks. No, I am not. Whatever. Drops back. Okay, so I'm really not worried about these players in the AHL. Like most of these expansion draft guys, like I said, I'm just gonna end up getting rid of because the ultimate thing I want to do is Cahoon. He wasn't really hurt to begin with, was he? But no, he was fine. What I want to do is I want the AHL team. It has to be for, building up your roster and like your draft picks. So the last thing that I want to do is load it up with a bunch of players that aren't, they're just going to be AHL players forever. I just want players that are going to hold on to them that are going to match up well with the players that I draft so that they can all get better. And I have to make sure that I can eventually get the budget up enough in my coaching that I can have really strong teaching coaches in the AHL. Okay, so let's see. Can I now adjust? Let me see if I can adjust something real fast. And of course, I have trade difficulty on easy, and that never helps. Auto owner mode. Okay. I want to handle the finances. You know what? We're just going to have gross bathrooms because we need to be selling merch. Oops. I hit the wrong button. That's it. We're broke. All right, you guys are all squared away with your drafting assignments. Well, let's... I don't remember... So the reason I did that is it goes in order of the first ones you click on go to the bottom of the list of how they're going to scout people. So if they haven't looked at someone yet, if I don't set it up where he's towards the bottom, then they're never going to look at the guy. Okay, I don't need to look at them. Odds are, someone who's ranked 241 is not going to really... Oops. But they're not going to pan out to be anything great, but you never know. Sometimes you end up with a pretty crazy pick. And I know this is not super exciting either, but this is what we got to do, guys. This is what we got to do. All right, well, that'll take them till June. Eh, you know what? I'm not going to go looking at people that are going to go deep in the draft. Of course, I say that, and then I immediately go into people that will be going deep in the draft. But I meant with that particular guy. All right, so OHL. Now, this is where we have the really important draft eligible players. All right, that's fine. Okay, so that is way too many that I just tried scouting right there. So we're gonna get rid of you. All right, just do 15 of them. In LA, there's like 3 people. But hey, you never know. Sometimes these guys that are in the weird leagues, ice or DEL, and I don't have anybody scouting ice. So if someone actually was to pop up from that league, I would have to do an interview with them to know if they're any good. You see, East has like a few people. Yeah. Yeah, Hendry. That's the guy who's a gem. So we definitely want to make sure that we kept scouting him because if he ends up being something, that'd be great. But again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him. We won't know any of that until we see how the season wraps up. So I know we pissed our head coach off, but you know what? And look who's hurt again. Um, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but there's no score for that game against Detroit. Oh, there it is. I was like, what the hell just happened? All right, now. 24, 31, and 7. Do I want to go into the trade deadline? We're not making the playoffs. So honestly, what I should do, let's take a peek. Victor Rask actually wants a contract extension? Really? I figured our team would be so bad that he'd be like, no, thank you. Well, my main thing was like, okay, Braden Coburn does not want to come back. And at 37 years of age, I don't need him. I can also probably move him. Nisimov, but he wants to resign, so we'll hold on to him. But Coburn, we definitely can trade him away. Louis Erickson, I can see if I can trade him away, but I doubt it. I might also be kind of screwed if I get rid of somebody that costs me too much. Because I got to stay within. All right, you know what? When it comes to Coburn and Erickson, I might try to move them when it's time for making picks. Okay, of course, all these guys want to come back, but that does not mean that I want them. Do I have anybody who is currently all pissy pantsed about where we are on the team? Or on the team? No? Really? Really? Usually there's a whole bunch of guys that are all angry and going to cause problems, but so who is currently really bad besides us? Columbus, Detroit, Washington, Minnesota, LA. So any one of them. But I don't have any assets that I would be able to snag one of their first rounders. That just isn't. That just really isn't going to be possible. Hmm. I mean, franchise goaltender. So here's the thing. Like, I would have like the 6th overall pick, unless I get bumped down. At least as of this point. That would put me in line to pick up Chase Hendry. I mean, he's a great passer and looks like he can. I mean, this would be a great pick. And I need defensemen. If I can snag another first rounder to try to pick up that goaltender. I mean, it's a franchise goaltender. How could I not do everything I can to get that guy? All right. I'm just going to have to wait until the actual draft. That's the only thing I can do. I'm going to have to try to pull something out of my ass because I'm just going to keep current trade block. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the trade deadline because it's not going to do me any good. Now, hopefully we don't start all of a sudden going on to a winning streak because that's what happens all the time with this game. Goudas? Yes, because I could potentially trade him. Well, speaking of Goudas, he happens to be a defenseman, and I need defenders. And now we go into this fun part. Lowering the prices. Or lowering our advertising, but we gotta try really hard to get people to buy season tickets, although it's probably not gonna go all that great. That's right. Keep losing games, guys. And now Possum is hurt again. This guy just cannot stay healthy. But look, we'll get Gudis in a game. Oh, that's good. Um, um, well, send him through. I like it. Look, they lost morale because their player left the team. It's like he didn't really leave the team. He just got called up momentarily. People need to chill. Yeah, I know that he's been hurt because I literally just took care of that problem. Look who's hurt again, guys. I think Demirs is going to get traded. I think, is going to be a good opportunity to try to get that first round pick. In fact, I think a couple of these players are going to be like some of these better guys that I have right now. I might just be trading them for high picks and then just kind of rolling with new free agents. Ooh, another gem. Going approximately 58th. We have him ranked at 41st. Loyalty's a concern. All right, well, whatever. This dude would be an absolute steal. So that is someone we are definitely going to want to snag. Yeah, Demir's we gotta get rid of him, man. He is killing me. Of course, he's got like no trade value, so that doesn't help. Guys, we're not supposed to be winning games. Let's just keep losing games. There we go. That's not what we want. There we go. There we go. All right. Pollock, I didn't know was, and he's fine. Okay. So we totally shit the bed. Last place. All right. Well, that's that. All right. You wanted me to be within 1.5 million of the player's salary budget? That wasn't very difficult. I kept it as low as possible. I was barely at you know what's sick? So my owner set the player's salary budget like $2 million above the cap floor. That is ridiculous. That is completely ridiculous. And this is why I stopped doing owner mode, because it was stupid little things like that that always just they didn't make any sense to me. But our AHL team apparently still has games. All right, well, let's see. Do they get past the first round? Nope. Okay, well, it was a brief stint in the playoffs. That's fine. I love when the season's over. I still have to worry about editing my lines and all that stuff because it's. Look, he's gonna heal. Yeah, great. He's fully healed. It's all well and good. All right, one last franchise lead high. All right. It's just those two gems. All right, playoffs are over. All right, we're going to have a $65.7 million cap floor. That's always, I very rarely worry about the cap ceiling because I pretty much never hit it. All right. So the Edmonton Oilers have won the Stanley Cup. How crazy is that? Florida Panthers got the President's Trophy, but did not make it to the finals. So that was an all Canada Cup final. Yeah, look, McDavid with the Art Ross, Crosby with the Hart, Keith DeAndle with the James Norris, Lady Bing goes to Kane, Alex Newhook gets to Calder, Draisaitl with the Conn Smythe, Darcy Kemper with the Vezina, and the Williams Jennings. Bill Masterson goes to Drew Doughty. Arizona's coach gets to Jack Adams. Frank Selke goes to Bergeron. Crosby gets to Lindsay. Kucherov gets to Maurice Richard. All right. Actually, I want to see who performed on this team. Victor Rask, he performed all right. For the most part, though, this team was garbage. And that's all right. Most of these players are expendable. It's not like, nobody even got 20 goals in the season. Gustafsson and Rask with the most. I mean, yeah, it's like you got a whole bunch of assists, but yeah. No one can score on this team. That is the thing. We have no goal scoring. It is what it is. Now, let's move on. Yeah, we're selling. We're selling them. The tickets are going. Tickets are going. All right, we have the 5th overall pick. All right. With the 5th overall pick, okay, we can definitely snag. I have to get this guy. What is worst thing is teammate utilization, size and skill, shutdown ability, heavy slap shot. He's got better skating according to this, although. I don't know. He's got the gem tag next to him, so a lot of times it ends up being like, wow, he's way better than you would have even expected him to be. And I'm looking like if I can get whoever's got the 10th spot. I want that goaltender. No personality to report? Why not? I don't understand that. They have no personality. All right, I just looked at the draft class. I don't need to look at it again. Yes, let's look at who retired. Oh, I just had 3 people retire. Possibly more. I had 5 people retire. Holy shit. Their experience was so lousy that they said, you know what? I'm out of here. And that's okay. See ya. Hey, Louis Erickson's a scout. Now. All right. And of course, I had a coach retire from my AHL team. Great. Who did I lose out of my goalie coach? All right, that's not a big deal. I can replace a goalie coach. All right. We're definitely, I mean, we're not going to get Shane right. I'm not even going to try that. I just want to, let's just interview, make sure that we're, first of all, What is your personality? I don't have one. How would you describe yourself? I don't know. Well-rounded. Okay, that's fine. Huh. Um, how long until you're ready to play? Few years away. What are your strengths? Vision. I have to get this goaltender. Senses. Strengths or senses. Yeah, this is an absolute must. What the hell? Why is... What is going on? I'm trying to get it to arrange by how many people I have pinned, and it's all of a sudden it's arranging everybody by alphabet. Oh my god. All right, there was the other guy that was again. What is going on, man? There's this game is all kinds of buggy because there was another player who was had the gem mark on him. Offensive defenseman. Yeah, I want this dude. Let's interview him, make sure that everything is up to snuff about what it says. Again, offensive defenseman. I don't want to find out that he's a two-way defender, and no, he is an offensive defenseman. Okay. Still some work to do. I'm a couple years away. That's a good sign. Personality. I'm not loyal. I'm more than happy to discuss. All right, yeah. I have high standards for myself and my team. I want to win at all costs. Okay. He's passionate. Well, that is a big difference from passionate and being loyal. That's two different things. So, I think 70 or 71 is around where we would be picking next. So anywhere in this. He's a small guy. No perceived weaknesses. 4 years away. Balance, shoot, balance, block, crush, and net. But he's an elite low. This would be a third round pick. Right? Yeah. Kelvin Stoner, man. Let me interview this dude. All right there, Jack Rivera. All right, you're a playmaker. It said that you were a sniper. Now you're a playmaker. But he's a center, so I'm totally cool with him being a playmaking center. All right, he's well-rounded. So what is he, like 4 years away? 3 or 4 years away? 4 years, well-rounded playmaker. Okay. What is with the stuttering, slow scrolling? Oh, God. All right, so that's been an hour. I need to make dinner. So what I'm going to do is offline. I'm going to players. I'm going to sacrifice to the draft. That I'm going to try to get that 10th pick. Oh man, I might have to give up my first rounder for next season. But I mean, for a franchise goaltender, it could be worth it. And then maybe I can load up on a bunch of second rounders. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But right now I don't have the players that are really strong enough to be able to pull something amazing off. So, but yeah, so I'm going to figure that stuff out. I'm going to go through the whole draft class, really look at. Oh, I just remembered something. I don't have a third round pick. I'm going to have to try to get a third round pick. I'm going to have to make some trades just to get some picks. Gah! Yeah, I don't have a third, fourth, or fifth round pick. So, joke's on me. So I'm going to have to trade for him. So I'm going to have to try to figure out a trade to get a first rounder for that 10th, right? That's where that goaltender was. Now it's working. Yeah, so they have him ranked at 10th. So I got to find that. Rivera, I'm just going to have to give up on. I'm not going to be able to get him. But Halverson, I definitely... Well, he would be my second. So hold on, I can get him. Hold on. Because he would be the third round pick. So this would be my second round pick. My first, right here, trade for this for another first. My second, trade for a third, and then I just have to try to get something decent out of my sixth and seventh. So we shall see. We shall see. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying my babbling, and I hope you don't find this too boring. I know the hockey fans out there, I know you guys are into this, but I know some people that watch all my other stuff are not as into it, but because this isn't a dedicated NHL channel or anything like that. But anyway, guys, that's, like I said, that's going to be it. I hope everybody out there is staying safe and healthy, and that in these crazy times we're living in, that you're not being afraid. Instead, you're being smart. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button, do all of that YouTube stuff. And until the next one, as always, peace.